Imagine waking up in a hospital room. The ceiling is unfamiliar. The walls are unfamiliar. The faces surrounding your bed feel strangely kind, but completely unknown. A nurse smiles and tells you that you've already had breakfast. You politely thank her. A few minutes later, another nurse walks in. You smile again. "Good morning," you say. "Have they brought breakfast yet?" She pauses. "You already ate." You laugh, assuming she's joking. But she isn't. Somewhere inside your brain, the morning happened. Your body lived it. Your mind never kept it. This wasn't imagination. It was one of the most profound discoveries in modern neuroscience. Doctors encountered patients whose intelligence remained almost untouched. They could solve puzzles, carry on thoughtful conversations, recognize familiar words, even learn simple habits through repetition. Yet the events of their day dissolved almost as quickly as they happened. It was as if the brain had lost the ability to press save. Not delete, save. That's an important difference. Most people think memory works like a bookshelf. Experiences are placed on a shelf where they wait to be retrieved. But the brain doesn't work that way. It behaves more like a newsroom. Every second, an impossible amount of information arrives. Colors, voices, smells, pain, emotions, movement. The newsroom can't publish every story. Editors decide what matters. Most of today's headlines never make tomorrow's paper. That process is called memory consolidation. Some experiences survive long enough to become lasting memories. Most never do. They fade before your conscious mind even realizes they existed. Now imagine that the newsroom never publishes another edition. The reporters are still working. The stories keep arriving, but nothing is ever archived. Life continues without becoming history. This changes something much bigger than memory. It changes identity. Think about how you answer the question, who are you? You probably begin telling a story. Where you grew up, people you love, mistakes you've made, dreams you've chased, victories, failures. Every answer depends on one thing, a continuous narrative. Take away that narrative, and something unsettling happens. The idea of a stable, permanent self begins to crack. Because perhaps you are not a single person moving through time. Perhaps you are a chain of countless versions of yourself, connected only by memory. Every morning, a slightly different mind inherits yesterday's story. Every night, another version quietly takes its place. The transition feels invisible, only because the chain remains unbroken. Break the chain, and the illusion disappears. Scientists studying memory noticed something unexpected. Patients didn't simply lose the past. They often remained remarkably optimistic. Some laughed. Some enjoyed conversations. Some appreciated music. For a few beautiful moments, life felt completely normal. Until someone reminded them what had happened. Then came the shock. Again, and again, and again. Not because they forgot to cope, but because to them, the tragedy was always happening for the first time. Imagine receiving devastating news every hour for the rest of your life. That is the cruelty of a memory that cannot move forward. But before you assume this has nothing to do with you, consider something unsettling. What did you have for lunch exactly 3 Tuesdays ago? Not generally, exactly. Which side of the plate held the vegetables? Which hand picked up the fork first? What song was playing in the background? You probably can't answer. Not because you weren't conscious. You were. Not because you weren't paying attention. You probably were. Those moments simply never survived. Your brain decided they weren't important enough to become part of your story. Without asking your permission, without even telling you. Every day, your mind quietly edits your life. Not by changing reality, but by deciding which reality deserves to continue existing.